Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, January 31st, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Arundel County. Boy, yesterday was a day and a half. Some people, sheesh. Well, welcome to the final day of January, and here is your OMG fact of the day. President Garfield was able to write Latin with his left hand and Greek with his right at the same time. Sort of reminds me of former county executive Steve Shue. I watched him one time speak on the radio, scribble notes on a pad, all while thinking about the next thing he wanted to say. It was actually very crazy to watch. So there you go. But now we have some news. So shall we? Annapolis City will host the second annual State of Black Annapolis series starting on February 4th at the Michael Bush Library on West Street. The gatherings will bring together community leaders, residents, and local officials to discuss issues affecting Black residents in Annapolis, focusing on economic development, education, public safety, and civic engagement. The event is free to attend, and registration is encouraged, and we do have the links at eyeonannapolis.net. For a rainy day, head on up to Sky Zone. It has officially opened at the Wagchapel Business Park in Anne Arundel County. The 30,000 square foot trampoline park offers attractions such as a zip line, a warrior course, Sky Slam basketball, and ultimate dodgeball. It's open year-round. The facility aims to provide entertainment for all ages, and it is available for parties and events. Pretty cool. The Annapolis Symphony Orchestra is kicking off its third Masterwork concert this weekend, featuring Pictures at an Exhibition. It's at Maryland Hall on Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. A Sunday performance will take place at 3 p.m. at the Music Center at Strathmore over in Bethesda. Concertmaster Nathaniel Drayblate will be the guest soloist performing, and I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly, Saint-Saëns Violin Concerto No. 3. Tickets range from $39 to $100 with discounts available at AnnapolisSymphony.org. And as I look at the calendar, here are a few weekend events to think about. As I just mentioned, the ASO's Masterworks 3 at Maryland Hall on Friday and Saturday. A reenactor's yard sale at historic London Town and Gardens in Edgewater on Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon. It offers reproduction period clothing, accessories. Admission is only $5 with items for sale individually priced. The Maryland State Police Polar Bear Plunge at Sandy Point State Park gets underway on Saturday, where participants can take an icy dip into the Chesapeake Bay to benefit the Maryland Special Olympics. Plunges do take place at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., with registration costing $100. However, attendance at the event is free. The 80s tribute band New Romance will perform in the warming tent starting at 11:30 a.m. This is really a fun fundraiser for a great cause, so get out to Sandy Point State Park on Saturday and have a good time. And then wrapping up the weekend, another symphony. The Naptown Philharmonic moves into Maryland Hall when the ASO moves out and will present a Broadway-themed concert featuring selections from Phantom of the Opera, Tick, Tick, Boom, and Hamilton. That gets underway at Sunday at 3 p.m. Tickets are only $25 and students are admitted free. NaptownPhil.org is where you want to go. You want to be sure and catch our local business spotlight this Saturday at noon. This week, Dr. Brittany Ometz from Anne Arundel Audiology. And today on Canines and Crosstreks, we meet Sebastian, a very cool little beagle. Listen to our spot now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for some irresistible photos and get all of the information on how to adopt him. And don't forget that we do have our daily newsletter that features only the top local news stories of the day. We send it out to your inbox at 7 p.m. every night. That is 365 days this year, all without a paywall. It's perfect for keeping up with the weekend's news since we don't release a DNB on Saturday or Sunday. And here is a link right here in the show notes for you. All right, that's it. Now it is time just to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and MacMedics. It's Friday, the weekend is here, and now it is time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Now you want to hang tight because we have your Eye on Annapolis local weather report and then Canines and Crosstreks. All of that's coming up for you in just a minute.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning, Anne Arundel County. Here is a look at your weather for the weekend and beyond. Today, you want to expect a rainy day with highs of about 52 degrees. Be cautious of potential flooding on roads during your commute if you have one. The rain will taper off close to midnight, leading to a low of 41 degrees overnight. We are expecting slightly more than half an inch of rain. Tomorrow, morning clouds will give way to sunshine by midday. Temperatures will be cooler with a high of about 45 degrees and a brisk low of 27 degrees at night. A great day to enjoy some outdoor activities once the sun breaks through. Maybe a plunge, anyone? Sunday, mostly cloudy with a high near 42. As evening approaches, expect the temperatures to drop to about 36. Not a bad end to the weekend, if I say so myself. Looking ahead, early next week brings milder temperatures with highs reaching the mid-50s, chances of showers maybe on Thursday, and then looking way ahead, colder temps do return the following week, so don't put away the heavy jackets yet. Stay warm, enjoy your weekend.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Well, we are keeping the streak of no little white dogs alive here with, what is this beagle?
This beagle is Sebastian.
He's adorable.
Isn't he cute?
He looks
Yeah,
like
he
a
just
beagle.
Yes, he has that. He's got the beagle eyes, and that's what makes.
But he does. He
so great.
perks his ears up when he sees something.
He
right?
does.
It's like 3/4 white.
Yeah, 3/4 right. Exactly. He's beautiful. So he's only 2 years old. He's a male, super friendly, walks great on the leash. Obviously loves to smell squirrels and things like that as he goes on the walking on the trail. And he's super popular with the volunteers. So right now he's in our dog room. And he's been here since December 14th.
He's been there for a month?
I know. And I don't know why, because he is so friendly and so sweet.
You sent him to Michelle?
No, yeah. We get. I was just going to drop him off and be like, hey, slumber party.
Well, he seems like just such a cutie. I mean, and he's been here all month, though. That's crazy.
I know. He's got the beagle bark. You can hear him.
Well, he's just got that expressive vibe. Beagles love their brown expressive. Are all dogs' eyes brown except for those huskies?
Most dogs' eyes are brown, but sometimes they look such a dark brown that they're black. And I'm trying to think of all the little white dogs that came through.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking. I mean, I've seen some huskies with the blue eyes.
Yeah, beagles definitely always have this.
Yeah, there's that expressive vibe.
Yes.
Like, oh,
and the bark that just sounds so
look at him,
sad.
trash. Look at
that.
Well, I saw where Subaru, they're doing a hybrid Crosstrek for 05.
Ooh.
2020
Or 2026.
Yeah.
6.
Oh, wow.
05 would have. I was like, damn,
Right.
man, what year are we in? What happened?
It's,
Time flies.
Who knows? Time does fly. Yeah, we'll get the Forester and then the Crosstrek hopefully pretty soon after that.
And that's the third generation of that one, I guess it is.
So this will be the Forester will be the first Forester hybrid ever. We had a Crosstrek hybrid a few years ago that they discontinued.
Okay.
But they're getting into the hybrids, and we're really excited about it because that's what it seems like a lot of people are looking for.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. Gas ain't cheap.
No.
No.
No. And if you're bopping around town, really you can use the battery and then you don't have that range anxiety of a full EV vehicle when you're taking a
See, that would kill me with an EV to be just.
You would be nervous.
Oh, absolutely.
It was like all those people. Where did that happen? That they're all waiting and they couldn't because that tractor trailer turned
snow
over.
in the cold, they don't do super well for
Oh,
charging.
really? Oh, I didn't.
in Edgewater the other day, there was it didn't matter what kind of car you had, but there was that like a gas
Oh, the gas
leak
leak.
or something, and people were
Yes.
stuck on Central Avenue and Muddy Creek for like 6 or 7 hours. Didn't get home till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's horrible.
Nuts.
That's bad.
That's
So the hybrid, you don't have to have something at home for the charging. But you
Correct.
just,
Yeah, these hybrids are not going to be plug-ins. They're
Okay.
going to be smart hybrids.
okay.
that's cool.
Yeah.
And price wise, do the hybrids obviously they're more money?
So they haven't released any pricing
Oh, okay.
on them yet. We're hoping that they're going to be, pretty close to what the regular.
Like an
This might be a little bit more, but
Yeah, but you save it.
yeah, nothing crazy.
yeah, it's not like, okay, well, here you can buy your Crosstrek for $30,000 or the hybrid one for $112.
Yeah, the gas will be.
But you save a lot of gas.
The mileage is enough of a difference, and you do the math and figure out how much money you'd be saving in gas and so forth, and figure out how to make to justify that premium that you'd pay.
So when you said the Forester already has one or it's coming out in
The Forester's coming out probably like end of Q2, beginning of Q3.
Yes.
So you can actually order them now. We just don't have any pricing on them yet. They haven't
I
released.
saw the truck up there unloading some pretty cars.
Yeah. None of those are
Stocking that
hybrids.
lot.
They're regular. Yeah.
Hey, and I also saw where Subaru is working with, in their More Than a Car Company program, but retailers offering nonprofit donations, employee matching contributions, Meals on Wheels, Red Cross, World Central Kitchen, and some financial relief to communities that have been burned out over there,
Nice.
That's nice.
which is nice. And gosh, I hope we never come, it sort of makes our little snowfall, not to minimize it for you, but it sort of makes our snowfall seem a little bit insignificant.
It's true.
Yeah. Snow melts.
Yes.
So does fire. Fire melts things. So
Did you see those people that were going and they have like a lot of the store, the companies that are donating clothing and things like that, and people that did not experience, losing their home or something like that are still going over there and trying to claim that they need food and clothing.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, oh my gosh.
The worst things that happen,
Oh.
the worst in humanity, it tends to bring.
I know. I
It's
was
just-
like,
You hear it all the time, and you got to worry about, is that GoFundMe
Mhm.
legitimate? Where is it going to? Yeah. And we see that locally too. When,
Yeah.
there's something happens with a family or something like that, somebody's like, oh, that's, I know when there was that triple shooting, there was like 5 or 6 different GoFundMes and stuff. He was like, hey, wait a minute. No,
there's this
this is the one as opposed to, but by the time you figure it out, somebody already, probably
Cashed
pocketed
it
about
up.
10
Right.
grand or something like that. It's kind of crazy. But I'll tell you, I saw on your Facebook page, Kelly, with the, I don't know, it wasn't cheese day, but you guys were all like feeding cheese to the dogs and string cheese and canned cheese and stuff like that. Why do dogs all love cheese?
I don't know. I know my dogs love it. They love the cheddar. I don't know if it has
dog
a
that doesn't.
strong sense of, like their smell. I know a lot of the dogs like string cheese, but that's not as strong of a smell, as the cheddar and stuff.
Yeah. I have never met a dog that would not wolf down a slice of cheese for some reason.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And maybe they just like wolf.
I like cheese.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, who doesn't like cheese unless the cheese doesn't like you?
Yeah, it's right.
Right.
Yes, and that can happen.
Another thing I was thinking about, we've always talked about like the happy tails and stuff that
Uh-huh.
that come through there. We should get a happy tail to come here on the podcast from somebody that was on the podcast and see if their new human would be willing to come back and talk to us.
It's nice.
Without
Maybe
thinking.
Caroline's.
Caroline's new mom?
Yeah.
Or dad?
Yeah.
When that happens.
But I think that would be kind of fun just to see how get a different.
You know what would be even more fun is if we had someone come back who adopted maybe a more difficult dog or a dog that had been there a long time, and just because it's so interesting how sometimes we can predict, oh, they're going to be sensitive to this or they may not do well in this. And then it's amazing they get home and
They're not. They're wrong.
They're just like, everyone goes, what are you even talking about? They're perfect. They lay on the sofa and they can't be bothered with this and that. So we're super paranoid, trying to make sure we share as much as we can and look for anything that might be risky or something. And then sometimes they're just like, they just kind of hang out and they settle in nicely. So
Don't you have a difficult dog?
I do not. Cyrus is perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good example.
Cyrus
Example. You
and I have the scars to prove it.
a perfect and loving dog up there.
There is John.
I've still got the puncture in my leg.
Yes, that's funny. You were part of that.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that Cyrus didn't.
Aw, I'll bring him next week.
Nope, we're good.
Yeah.
We talked about doing some different things on,
Yeah.
Canines and Crosstreks this year. I think that'd be
Yeah, we should get some more voices on here.
Absolutely.
I'm sick of hearing.
The three of us.
that's right. But you're not sick of Subarus, and you're not sick of puppies. And
That's right. Nobody can.
Canines or Crosstreks, and Crosstreks are still selling.
It's true. It's true. Kelly even tried to steal one the other day.
I did.
Yeah, she put.
He didn't tell you. We sat here and we did our podcast, and it was the next afternoon. I was going through my purse and I was like, oh gosh, what is this key in here? And I said, oh, that's weird. I don't remember this keychain. And I looked and I said, I don't remember this keychain because this is not my Crosstrek key.
No, not at all.
So
I was looking all over for this
I
key.
jumped in the car from the shelter. I was driving over here and I went to the front desk and I said, please let Billy know this is here. And she's like, what is this? And I said, I'm going to text her right now. And I was like, Billy, call me. So he called me. I was like, I had your key. And he's like, and I've been looking for that.
I was like, I'm losing my mind here.
So
What
just
is
like
that?
these keys right here, I
Yeah.
recognize it as mine. And I'll
in front of you as a test.
You're
Like,
tempting me
this
to
was-
steal another car.
You're trying to steal another car.
Yes.
I heard, speaking of getting into cars, I heard have you ever heard this trick about, how when you lose your car in a parking lot, you hold your hand up and you go, and honk, honk. With the new keys, because it's a sort of a safety issue, that they won't open until you get within like
Close enough.
feet
Mm-hmm.
of the car. Someone said that if you take your key fob,
You put it under your chin.
yes.
What?
Is this legit?
I mean, I believe so. Yeah,
You put it on your chin for what reason?
I don't know the science behind it, but I think that it magnifies the radius.
Yeah, your body sort of acts as like a
antenna.
a big antenna.
Okay, that's so. But if everybody knows that, then what's the point of having it?
Did you know that?
No.
Okay.
But I'm not out to steal a car
Wait,
either. Well, maybe.
Maybe not steal cars.
But no, it's
Just
to find out.
Why do they do that though? You said they purposely don't
Because
do
if
that
you're-
for what reason?
If you're walking around trying to find your car,
Or if somebody steals a key to somebody's car?
It puts out a signal when you do that.
Okay.
And there's gadgets that can intercept signals, just like they can passport. And they can get your credit cards and all that kind of stuff and everything else. They can do it also from your keys. So if you're sitting here going, dee, 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 where's my car? Where's my car?
Right.
You'll be picking up the codes to get into your car. And if they get it before you, they can get your car. So the new technology makes it so it doesn't go beyond like 15 feet when you're near your car.
yeah,
And safety to save your car, but then it doesn't help you.
yeah. So
Car-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is like. I've heard that and I've done that for years. I don't.
No,
know if
works
it's-
for you?
Well, I don't know.
Well, why do you do it then?
Because I am thinking maybe I thought that it did.
Oh,
Like
so it helped you find your
it's
car.
probably not great to put that up in your. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
could be one of those like
it's like putting a microwave. Yeah.
urban legends. I don't know. I would try.
We should try this sometime out in one of your lots.
Yeah.
Just give us like a raw card deep in the
Stick it in.
find out where it is.
Well, yeah. Hit it without doing that, and then hit it up to your chin. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
That is so weird, though.
Well,
Yeah.
Is it just a coincidence?
the things you learn at Canines and Crosstreks.
Maybe.
You look at Sebastian over there in the corner, just absolutely crashed out. Like he's had a really rough day.
I think it's your office. All these dogs just go into that same corner and fall asleep, Billy.
Great.
But Sebastian, a 2-year-old beagle, very expressive eyes. He needs to go home. Let's get it underway at aacspca.org. Again, he's a male, 20 years old. I'm looking at my notes here. 2 years old. just ready for the forever home.
Another shedder. I keep bringing all the dogs to shed to your office.
It's fun.
Beagles always shed, though. I mean, that's probably not as bad as Dalmatians, but.
Our Dalmatians shed a lot?
Oh, my gosh. I think I still have fur from the Dalmatian that I brought to one of the podcasts last year. I think there's still fur in my car. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
I think Dalmatians probably do it just because they're so white.
Maybe it's more noticeable because it's white, but it's everywhere in my car.
Unless you're like Colonel Sanders, then it may not show up as much.
Right.
Well, if you're looking for a Subaru, as everybody should, AnnapolisSubaru.com or 149 Old Solomon's Island Road. AnnapolisSubaru.com, AACSPCA.org will get you in touch with either Caroline from last week or Sebastian this week. And I guess we're going to see you guys. Oh, gosh, it's going to be February next time we meet.
Wow.
What is happening?
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.